In 1994, a gang stole a modest amount of money from a bank in Abay, Paraguay. Dirty looks were exchanged when they were only able to leave with half the money that was in the safe. Why? In 1994, a gang stole a modest amount of money from a bank in Abay, Paraguay. Dirty looks were exchanged when they were only able to leave with half of the money that was in the safe. Why?
Okay, so they thought they were going to get all the money in the safe, and they were only able to get half of it.
Someone had not been working out. Someone had just
just physically can't carry that much money.
I can carry this much. I can carry 2 million. I'm gonna guess dollars because chances are it's a Paraguayan dollar. It's probably not. Gonna take a guess. And yeah, absolutely, I can carry that. And then it turns out no, hasn't been working out.
This is why we were at the gym, Marty. Where were you?
I like that bank robbers in Paraguay also have old-timey mobster accents.
I'm imagining like Al Capone turning up.
Everyone just sounds like Goodfellas. That's incorrect, but it is very fun.
Were half of the banknotes now sort of out of circulation, but they were still in the safe for some reason?
The money was money.
Oh, the Paraguayan guarani, I think. Thank you, producer David, for that. It's worth about a fraction of a penny.
Was it a tax thing?
Tax thing.
I mean, that's how they got Al Capone.
Like, that's how they got Al Capone, right? So
Yeah.
even if you're a bank robber, you still got to pay your taxes. So they were like, we're going to leave half of it here for the tax man.
And then we're getting gabagool with Carmela. And she's making a famous ziti and risotto. Meadow, get over here.
Somewhere, someone in South America will be able to translate that to the local equivalent, but that is not our job. That is not a thing we should do right now. That's going to go badly.
Yeah, I've no idea what the Paraguayan version of that would be.
Did you say roughly half or exactly half, by the way?
I just said the word half.
Okay.
And I would imagine that it was exactly half. I think they counted it out.
Oh. If you take more than 10 million, then you get the chair. But 9,999,000, it's only 20 years. Easy time.
I also think that's a very creative guess, but no.
You said like dirty... What was it? So dirty looks were exchanged or...
Dirty looks were exchanged when they, the gang, were only able to leave with half the money that was in the safe.
That is very specific phrasing.
Were all the bills literally cut in half?
Who were they exchanging those looks with?
Like all the bills were literally guillotined. They were cut in half.
That's like that Bible story about the baby.
Yeah.
Where it's the two moms want the baby, and then the king is, no, you have to cut it in half.
The bank manager's like, I can't decide. You'll get half of the bill each.
It was a Fast and Furious type caper where they were trying to drag the safe out of the building entirely using a souped-up car, and unfortunately they only took half of it, just literally chopped down the middle.
So you'll be shocked to find out that it's not. It was not that. It did not get cut exactly down the middle.
Someone in their gang was some sort of double agent or something, and then once they got in there, they're like, give me half the money and I'll let you take the other half or something like that. It was like some sort of deal done at the last minute.
Okay, this is getting a little bit closer. Yes, they were talking and they were making decisions with there were people.
No, hold on. There weren't two simultaneous heists here, were there? There weren't two gangs who both tried to rob the same bank at the same time, and the dirty looks were them just going, yeah, well, you've taken half of our heist here. Please tell me that there were two simultaneous heists here.
Great.
That sounds so good. Please let this be true.
That is true.
Oh, wow.
Actually, we are cheering crime there. So just
crime.
crime. Just for balance, don't do crime.
Laws, yeah.
More information for you. The bandits were successfully carrying out their planned operation when the bank was raided by a second gang of robbers. The two gangs agreed to split the money equally between them. According to a police spokesman, the gangs, quote, gave each other dirty looks as they scampered out the door.
There's got to be a film about that, like a farce.
Yeah.
Comedy about like the one about the elderly bank heist.
It could keep going as well, and then there's another gang, and then they have to halve it again.
Yeah. Tony, you're here too.
You told me you were sick.
There's just a traffic jam of getaway cars on the way out.
like that airplane joke where it like pans across and you see like a whole line of people queuing, waiting to rob the place.
But once again, because Tom's concerned that viewers will be hatching plans to rob banks together, don't do it.